right, we're checking out the only game where 1 billion times light speed is just the beginning of planetary mathematics. It's Solar Smash. Don't even ask how this happened. So yeah, I guess we can make planets out of absolutely anything now. So here's Cartoon Dog. I hate the fact that he's looking at me all the time, so I'm going to go ahead and give him a new pair of eyes. The only problem is that by giving him a new pair of eyes, I'm also removing the top portion of his entire scalp. I don't know how strong the Cartoon Dog planet is as a whole, so it's totally possible that this may penetrate from one side of his eyes to the other. If so, I just want to see if everything kind of lines up. Oh, there's probably a better way to do this. I'm just gonna take a little bit off the top, just trust me. No, all right, it's kind of a little bit off the middle. Through one eye, out the chin. Makes total sense. Maybe asking yourself,
wait, what exactly are you doing?
Hold on, just wait for it. Right there. I'm giving Cartoon Dog a goatee. I may also be using Cthulhu to pick his teeth. Listen, you can tell he's got plaque built up right under here. Cartoon Dog, where does it hurt? He's like
everywhere.
The only thing that's weird about this planet is that no one technically lives here. Like at the very least, it has a population of 1. They may be saying to yourself,
Gray, are you giving Cartoon Dog pink LASIK surgery?
Yes. But I have a plan, just trust me on this. I never realized this, but apparently Cartoon Dog has a core that's effectively like a giant hard-boiled egg. This is probably the most hideous thing I've ever done to a planet. You don't understand. I tried to give Cartoon Dog a pair of eyes made of black holes, but I gave him a nose and a pair of eyes, and now it looks like a giant happy face. Look at this. Also, the core is actually still intact. Ever wanted to see a cursed planet? There it is. I've decided that the people of Earth in Solar Smash are a lot like your first goldfish. You know how the damn thing dies no matter what you do? They're the same way. My new goal in this game is to do horrible things to the Earth just as much as I'm allowed to before everyone gets annihilated. If no one's left to see the horror, it's just not as good. I'm serious though, they're the exact same. All 7.7 billion people. You don't feed them enough, they die. You don't give them enough sunlight, they die. I just want one person to keep track of how many people I have to flush down the toilet during this episode. Okay, so today what I want to be able to make is the donut Earth. I would like to make a better square Earth too, but my big goal is the donut Earth. Why? Because I love donuts and bagels. Seems like I love everything with holes. That sounded kind of weird. There's one thing I learned about this game. The different ways that you penetrate the Earth have different results on exactly how much more you get to abuse the Earth. Let me show you. See this ultra red penetrator blaster? All right, you shoot this a couple times. Okay, so you finally made it through, right? Not too big of a hole, but at least it's something. Damn it, sorry, Europe. Couple more blasts though, boom, the whole damn Earth is done. All I did was vaporize a bunch of water. What, the ecosystem can't figure out something else to drink? It's salt water. What's the big deal? So the other way to make a gigantic hole is with the whatever this is. Like a big piece of angry pipe cleaner, an even smaller hole. But the big difference is once you make it, look at this. You can do a ton more damage and the Earth is totally okay with it. Look at it, it looks like I'm a surgeon trying to cut out a cancerous tumor blindfolded. I'll get it somewhere here. Got it. So this is where I'm gonna start at. So in order to make the donut Earth, I have to basically make a giant hole and then I need to cut off a huge area from the top and the bottom of the planet. I didn't really think about where I was starting this from, so I don't know who's gonna be left over. But one of my questions is how many people can possibly survive this? Alrighty, just keep shaving a little bit more off here. All right, the Earth is taking this pretty good so far. 4.5 billion people dead, I call that a victory. All right, come over here. See, no one even lives over here, it's fine. There's actually a lot of troubling comments on the last video, and by troubling, I mean possibly realistic. Someone said, what if everything that Gray does here is just something that happens in an alternate dimension? To that I say, well, they're getting the short end of the stick, because whoever's screwing with us, the Earth is still in the same shape. Victory! All right, things are looking really good so far. This may be the chosen way, but I need to make the hole way bigger. Just taking a bit more off the top here. I need the sun to come back. It's like trying to trim your friggin' nails in the dark. Ow, piss. I was almost there and everyone died. I'll give y'all something to cry about. Now I could understand y'all dying. I kind of wonder if these other planets are better to make a donut with. I never really thought about it. Well, I mean, murdering people is what we do in this game, so we might as well give it a shot. I'll come back to the Earth in a second. This poor civilization, they're like, we don't have a moon like Earth does. That's fine, I'll give you 20 of them. One of the things I never do as well is watch the moon come out the back, which as I understand is an amazing feat. There's a bunch of other things I haven't done yet, which I do need to do, such as putting a bunch of these angry stress balls, oh, there it is, in the back of a planet, throwing moons through it, and then having the moon blow up these that's sitting in the back of the planet. Particle effects in this game are actually pretty good. All right, that is a pretty good start to the donut. It's what you get for not paying your freaking electric bill in time. Oh, there is another way that we can make the donut I just thought about. I'll come back to that. Okay, it is many, many times easier to make the donut using this thing. All right, let me just kind of trim this down over here. Only problem is it's really thin. It's like the diet donut. I didn't really make a donut so much as I made the one ring. Of course, considering how much of their planet I've gotten rid of, the only fellowship is the one that's gonna be coming after my ass. Might as well see just how thin we can get this before everyone dies. Man, y'all are resistant as hell. This is a species that has been getting kicked in the balls professionally for their entire life. You can tell, they just won't die. There's almost nothing left of this planet. Why is Earth so wussy? Look at this thing. Okay, legit, this is going from the one ring to a wedding ring. There's 785 million people left, and I'm not sure they're glad to be alive. Someone would be like, you're lucky to be alive. And they'd be like, if this is what being lucky feels like, I don't want it anymore. Okay, they finally died. I got down to 500 million people before the planet finally gave up. This is all that, oh, sorry. This is all that's left. Okay, so these planets definitely behave differently than just Earth. How about you? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with a couple of moons over here. Not too many moons. I don't actually wanna go all the way through. I just wanna get to the middle. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and turn things around. Then Gray is gonna use his best judgment. Maybe like right about here or so. Yeah. That'll be fine. Got it. Perfect. I actually wondered how I ended up killing this many people. Somehow this part of the planet just boiled. Now you can't make ramen noodles without breaking a few humans. Okay, this planet is weak as hell. It may even be weaker than Earth. And that's saying something. You had one job. Just giving this one more shot to see if I just got bad luck. Like when you get that goldfish that also has asthma or something. Someone out there is probably asking if goldfish can have asthma. I don't know, my cat has diabetes. Damn it! I feel like this isn't even me doing this. It's just everyone realizing what's happening and they all just die together. All right, let's try a different planet. I was just seeing what's at the center of the moon. Apparently it's just more moon. Okay, that was kind of awesome. Oh, hey. I just realized this is how the crescent moon is made. Excellent, now everyone can have a beautiful night out with their girlfriend. You're welcome. There's a lot of black holes that went into the making of this crescent moon. Okay, we're back on Earth. Donut Earth must become a thing. All right, let's try and start this with a black hole. All right, then follow it up with the moons. And Earth immediately quits. Okay, what happens if I black hole and moon at the same time? Everyone dies. Oh, I mentioned I was gonna do this. What you do is you take a bunch of these and you put them right about there. And then you go roughly to the other side. And then you fix things the Gray way, which is just to throw moons at the problem. And now you sit here and you wait. There it is. There's the initial impact. I didn't even have to be close for that to go off. Oh, the Earth can survive that, but it can't survive a couple of black holes. The Earth can survive it. Do you know what can't? The frame rate. I've never actually done this, but what happens if you take a bunch of these and you open up a black hole on top of them? Like this. Go ahead and slow things down for this, just in case something horrifying happens. Something horrifying just happened. What happens if you do this? Amazing things happen, apparently. Oh, it's so beautiful. You'd almost not even recognize that half of the planet is disintegrating. Look at that color palette right there. You know why it turns to purple like that? It's not due to any kind of like radiation or direction of the sun rays. That's actually the souls of people. Okay, so I have an idea. So what we're gonna do to make the donut, all right, is I'm gonna start by getting rid of this area, just cutting it off from the Earth, but not destroying it. Now to make a nice straight line, you need a steady hand, which I totally don't have. I'd be that one tattoo artist when you ask for a Disney character and I give you like Doopy the meme. Not because I was trying to be funny, just because I'm bad at my job. I just realized I went right through the United States and Canada. Well, I'm not gonna lie, this is working out pretty good. I kind of wonder if I can make a tic-tac-toe board out of the planet. Spoke too soon. I like how I was trying to have Earth have more surface area, and that was a terrible idea. Shaving off 40% of it though, oh, everything's fine. I didn't want to have to bring out the big guns in order to make this happen, but it looks like it's happening. We're gonna have to kill everyone in super slow motion. For some reason, everyone is much more resistant in super slow motion. It's like they just don't have the time to die. They're like, oh, this is taking forever, and then they just fall asleep. They wake up, most of the Earth is gone. It's in the shape of a delicious Krispy Kreme. Like the only part of the United States I left was Florida. I didn't do this on purpose, I swear. It's the rest of the world that should be cursing me, because now with no other part of the United States left, Florida man will be unleashed to whoever is left. Okay, we've got the donut part, now I just have to make the hole. Go, my tidal children. Do it. Oh, the future's getting brighter and brighter. This is like the last moon I need, and it is taking forever to get to the other side. Thank you. Not like I'm in a rush or anything. The donut is complete. It's 4.2 billion people still alive. It's like a glazed donut. Oh no, it just caught up with them. Everyone finally died. Damn it. They got to love it for just a few seconds before they all got microwave ovened. Since they're all dead anyway, I just wanted to take a moment to smooth out my donut. This is something I've never actually tried before, which is shaving the top and the bottom of the planet off with moons. I don't really know if this is a good idea or not. Well, so far so good. Creates a nice smooth death area too. All right, moons, keep doing your thing. Yep, nope, they ended up killing everyone. I'm not gonna lie, I can't believe I've gotten rid of this much Earth and I haven't killed a single person. Look at it, 0 deaths. Oh, never mind, all the deaths. All right, I had another idea here. Just hear me out on this. Okay, I'm just coring the Earth, but I'm gonna leave it intact, creating a moat of space, if you will. Well, it totally worked, and by worked, I mean everyone died. This is interesting. I reset the planet while I was using the black holes, and this should have destroyed the planet. But you can see right here, the planet is still alive. There's still 431 million people pissed off at me. I might have an idea here. Also, you've seen the crescent moon. I made the crescent Earth. It's a thing. Okay, so let's try something here. Take a couple of these, all right? Slow time down, put them all over the place, okay? A whole bunch of them. Now, reset. Damn it, it killed the planet. And it took it off of slow motion. Okay, what happens if I do this and then reset the planet? It worked. I managed to get both of them going. Again, 480 million people alive. How much damage does this count as? Too much. All right, hold on. I'm just throwing some testicles at the planet now that we've kind of figured out a way to screw over everything that this game has to offer real quick. Well, that was interesting. I just had the back of the planet blow up, but there was no actual moon that exited. Oh no, Australia, no! Oh, donut world, you're gonna become a reality. What the hell? Whoa! Let this happen, donut world. Okay, crap. Okay, I'm trying a 2,000 million level IQ play here. Hold on. I'm trying to continuously reset the planet while I have the black holes that I'm generating go further and further into the Earth. See, if I keep resetting it, I can get a double black hole right in the middle of the Earth and hopefully not even injure any of the outer perimeter. I'm not gonna lie, the fact that the core of the Earth can't even take a little bit of a black hole is very disheartening. Real quick, because I wanted to see how the technique of resetting the planet when stuff is happening in the middle of it can do things to the other planets besides Earth. Yeah. You remember the bionic testicle? You can do a lot of terrible things to this place and still have it survive somehow. I have turned it into a Rubik's Cube of sadness. What's particularly amazing about this planet over the others is that if you remove the separation of the two parts of the planet before the planet comes back into existence under a reset, it doesn't count. So I have essentially evaporated the entire lower part of the planet. If you touch the top part though, it finally dies. Sorry, fancy world. I'm just checking real quick if you are particularly resistant to torture unlike the other planets when I do the reset. It would seem that you are. Wow. This is interesting. Half the planet is legitimately gone and yet somehow it still lives. I'm not really sure what else I can do to this place. Just real quick. I don't think that this will work, but I have to just try. Just gotta open up enough black holes just through the center and then do a, wait for it, a reset. Damn it. I just want this to happen one time before the game explodes. Okay, I think I managed to do it. I have almost no FPS though. Oh crap, there's like one random moon that wants to, damn it moon, seriously? Problem here is I can't even tell if there was damage done inside of the Earth. I have to kind of dig into it here at 2 FPS. I think it did, but the torture of the Earth is getting so extreme at this point that I'm not really sure. Okay, so what happens if you spawn the black hole inside of the Earth and then reset? Oh, you can actually kill the entire planet in one shot. Look, there's no damage on the surface of the planet, but watch what happens when I go inside. It's hollow. Look at it. I think I've finally done it. I've done as much damage to the planet as you possibly can. There's only 43 million people left by abusing the reset the planet while bad stuff is happening mode. I did it. 43 million people and I got my donut Earth. Well, we did it. And I learned that you could spawn stuff inside of the planet like these moons just by resetting the game. Well, that changes things quite a bit. Okay, I don't think that my computer will be able to accept this, but I have to at least give it a shot. All right, we put a ton of these in here. We throw a planet at it. Wait for it, 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 wait for it. Now! Well, I guess I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I didn't expect a fatal crash to happen. So we went ahead and with the help of Outwit, we have now hacked the newest update to Solar Smash, allowing us to do ridiculous stuff with such individuals as the Floridian mosquito swarm and sad, please don't copyright strike me Walt Disney World lightsaber.
Gray, what sort of things can you do?
Well, let me show you. So normally the lightsaber can cut through Earth, but we've actually found a way to hack the numbers so that we can invert it, and thus you get this. It's a lightsaber now that just turns the entire planet into Canada. Now, as we go into our solar hacks, we can do such things as increase the damage intensity. Actually, 10 might be a little bit too much. Let's just go to 5. 5 damage intensity. Oh, that just increases the amount that it freezes. Whoops, turned Earth into a snowball. I love how despite the temperature of Earth being like negative infinite, there's still 788 million people left alive. I'm pretty sure they're all in Italy. Hold on, let me just clean this up. There we go. 36 million people are left. Where are you at? Oh, there's 36 million people that live down here? We're a snowball floating through space and there's still 24 million people left. Actually, what happens with the inverted numbers when I do something like the mosquito swarm? Now, the best thing about this is that you can increase the mosquito swarm like an infinite amount. Oh, they just kind of tickle the Earth really bad. I feel like this is effectively the amount of damage where someone's like, quit hitting yourself, quit hitting yourself. Obviously, the issue here is we need more zeros. I don't know, amplitude, how about that? Lightsaber's like my baseline. Oh, God! Well, that ain't good. Actually, hold on. Yeet! Man, that is a clean cut. Well, let me just finish it off. Beauty. The hacked lightsaber may single-handedly be the best coring implement that the game has ever had. It's going to allow me to make like really, really good shapes out of this Earth. Now, obviously what we're going to do is increase the amplitude and the damage intensity until, well, I assume Dollar Store Luke Skywalker will ignite his lightsaber and all life in the entire universe will perish. What does ball damage do? I don't know, but I'm gonna put it up to 1,000. Actually, just the word ball damage sounds inappropriate. Here we go! Okay, it actually doesn't seem that bad. If I get like a perfect hole through the Earth, should be right about there. Whoops. Oh, I like how I've made like derpy sloth Earth but it's still alive. How many holes can I put in here before this place explodes? Let's find out. Okay. Man, the lightsaber is legitimately like the best torture implement I've ever seen. I am turning Earth into a living honeycomb. Legit, Earth is still alive. Normally, if it takes this much damage, it just disintegrates. I guess no one really cares about the core, though. I'd like to take the opportunity to mention that the Earth is definitely not sustaining life right now, but somehow there's still 1.2 billion people alive. I feel like if I asked them, they'd be like, Gray, we're not alive, we're just dying really slowly. So how long can I make this go on for that these people stay there? Oh no! Now there's a bunch of other planets, as you can imagine, such as Block World, which is basically just Kylo Ren getting annoyed at Minecraft. Did I find any diamonds? I'm just cutting it completely in half to see how perfect the cut can be. Looks like half of a low poly hard-boiled egg. I don't know what the speed would do for a lightsaber, so I'm going to go ahead and increase it to a lot. I don't think it really does anything because it's light. How about damage intensity? Let's move that up to 100. Go! All it did was make the blade even sharper. Hold on 1 second. I wanted to do this like perfectly lined up and timed because it would turn this Pac-Man into a glowing, volatile, like laser-eyed Pac-Man. It's like Pac-Man with a gland problem. All right, give me a second. I just need to make an appropriate planet for the rest of our testing. There we go. Now, if it's difficult for you to see exactly what this planet says, I've went ahead and I've put a population on here so that it's way clearer. Here we go. 5 billion people on planet, please no. Grab this, amplitude damage. We'll go with a nice clean 100. I'm gonna slow this down because I have a feeling this is gonna happen real fast. Here we go. You know, it's not as bad as I thought it would be for 100. How about damage range 100? Slow, oh God. Oh God, the game is breaking. Woo! Should have seen that one coming. I don't actually know if there's any part of the planet left. Let me go ahead and zoom out here so we can kind of get a better understanding. I may have just vaporized every single atom of the planet. Yeah, it's completely gone. Like there's not even dust that's left. All right, well, maybe I should bring down the damage range to like maybe a 20. All right, how's 20 feel? Pretty bad. I'm just checking real quick to see if I can laser sword anything else. Like that. I feel like in order to protect the planet, I caused way more damage than this was worth. If you notice, look how beautiful the property is down on the O of no. So how ridiculous have the locusts got? Because we still have like the amplitude super high, so one bite. It was like one bite. It's like a single mosquito down here in Florida. They're like 1 centimeter big that you get bit one time and it leaves with your leg. Just real quick. Because I don't think that there's a limit. Oh God. I was gonna say, I don't think there's a limit to how many I'm allowed to have on the screen at once, other than the fact that my game itself will just hate me. I just want to know real fast if I can actually like laser these things or not. Just kind of get right about, because there's one tiny piece of the planet, like one small Dorito of Earth left. Just gonna give it some real quick LASIK. Did I get any of the mosquitoes? I don't think I did. I don't know if they're just really good at driving around it or what. None of you are afraid of bugs, are you? So something that's weird is they redid what the space worm looks like. But I'm curious if I bring all of its attributes down to like 0, if it'll just like fly inside of the Earth and reside there, like it won't actually do any damage. So here it is. This is the worm with 0 power. It is just a useless space worm. Oh, I love the sound of it just going inside of the Earth. It's like someone decided to take a bunch of Play-Doh, put it right next to a microphone, and slowly squeeze it. There it is. So if I change the amplitude while it's inside, make that like a 2, damage range, we'll make that like a 3. All right, does anything happen? How about if I make another worm? Yeah, it's weird. The worm that already existed didn't know what to do. It was like, yeah, I hadn't gotten that firmware yet. It's like, this is the 1st generation Roomba. This is the 2nd generation. You may say to yourself,
Gray, how are these anything like a Roomba?
Look, a Roomba is made to clean up dirt, and kind of so is this. The only difference is this thing cleans up dirt by removing the entire planet that it resides on. While this is happening, look, We all know that we want to know what happens when we just add as many 9s as possible to everything. So I'm going to do this and utilize the laser sword. Well, I don't even think that the speed matters, but I'm gonna put it in there anyway. All right, laser sword. You know what I'm gonna do is while it's paused. Here we go. I love how even with the pause, it didn't matter. It was just like, yeah, the Earth's gone. Now these two worms are just floating around. They're like, oh, I'm so hungry. Oh, wait a second, I have an idea, hold on. All right, I have to actually do this very specifically. So I need to put all this at 0. If this works right, this should actually look really cool. Think of this like a much stupider Picasso painting. All right, so I want as many of these as possible. Yeah, see that? See that right there? Hold on, you'll see, yeah, see that? Oh my God. More! All right. Now, the space dragon, want all those. What's crazy is I actually have to do this while it's in slow motion. Hey, you're not supposed to be doing any damage. Don't you touch that planet. Look at the amount. Oh yeah. I'm trying to get them all inside at the same time. I think the biggest difference that I've noticed in the updates to these space worms is they got like some dental care because their teeth are looking way better. Seriously, like look right here. This is an excellent example of space worm teeth. All right, keep going, keep going. This looks totally normal. Totally normal. This is how space babies are born. All right, now the second the last tail gets inside, all right, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Now, okay. So now, all right, from here, here. I'm about to create the coolest planet. And go. Yes! Is that disturbing? What do you think it would be like to live on a bunch of undulating space worms? The crazy part is they've almost completely spherically filled up the entire planet. Like, look at how perfect it is. All right, now while they're doing that, let me just see here. I can go over to the laser. I mean, it's already at like an infinite amount of damage, but yeah, there we go. All this is at a lot. Go ahead and blow up the sun. Okay, there we go. Here's the supernova. Now what happens to like our 10,000 worms that are just chilling out over here? Maybe they were bred to exist in this, I don't know. Depends on how much sunscreen they're wearing, I guess. You can see they're all trying to run away. They're like, U-turn, get off at the next exit. Don't you run from this. I sacrificed 7.7 billion people so I could understand exactly what would happen when I did this. I don't know, maybe they love the radiation. The only thing that's happening is they're changing color slightly. They're just getting a tan. Right now, it looks like a giant globe of Medusa hair. Well, they can absolutely survive the supernova. Oh, never mind, maybe they can't. They all died like some kind of flash mob. It was like someone in charge was like, all right guys, you ready? Cease to exist in 3, 2, 1, now. All I'm doing is turning all this stuff to the negatives just to see if it breaks the game or if it causes anything unique to happen. I think what would happen is just nothing would happen. Yeah, look. All I'm doing is feather dusting the Earth. The clouds are trying to run away, but that's basically it. They're like, I'm allergic to proper hygiene. Level 100 laser sword versus Donut Earth. I can't. Man, I really underestimate how, oh, there's actually dust left. I really underestimate how powerful the laser sword is when you put everything at 100. 20. Jeez. Oh, all it looks like is Homer took a bite out of a donut. Come to think of it. Oh yeah. Oh, it's perfect. The laser sword allows me to do glorious surgery to the planet because I can decide exactly how much inputted damage it does. The planet stays alive. I have legitimately just made planet pizza. I think this means I can do the inversion of what I always do. Flat Earth. Okay, you ready? Here, look at how clean. P-L-Z. Yes! Oh, it's glorious! I love how the sun is just chilling out like whoops! Oh. I guess in flat Earth land, the sun isn't really that important. I might as well get rid of the moon too. Yeah, get out of here. I just hit the moon like a baseball. Hold on, just real quick. Hold on. Batter up. Yeah! Finally, I have managed to make a fully functioning Planet Yi. Oh, hold on, had to clean up that little part of the T. As was the situation before, we have deeply hacked the various code particles of Solar Smash, and we have now added various things like the god entities and lightning. Now you may say to yourself,
But Gray, how much more ridiculous can lightning get?
well, it depends on how many steroids you give Mother Nature. This is one single lightning. See that right there? What are we gonna get, 1 billion dead people? Rookie numbers! I was right on the money. Now, while this is effectively the Earth having participated in botched LASIK surgery, what we can do, like what would happen if you just turn the amplitude up to 10? I think this deals with the penetration. Ah, yes! 2 billion! I think it's because the lightning bolts are basically playing with the Earth like a child with Play-Doh. You can see how much deeper the holes are getting. Actually, what happens if you put the amplitude up to, oh, I don't know, 100? You would think that it would go right through the Earth, but I think it's actually more limited by how much damage each bolt of lightning does. I don't even know if you can increase the speed of lightning. It's already lightning. I mean, I'll try it just to see. No, it's pretty much still lightning. Damage intensity. 10. I would figure this would probably simply erase the entire Earth. Actually, it's not. It kind of looks very similar. Well, except for the fact that it is, you know, groin kicking the Earth trying to get to the core. I think because I aimed at an ocean that we only got 881 million people killed. Sorry, my mistake. I'll do better next time. Damage range. 10. Actually, you know what? HP damage, let's throw that at 10 as well. Yeah, I'll get right in the middle of Florida this time. I don't know why, but man, oh God. I think 10 may have gone a little bit too far because one lightning bolt erased half of the Earth. It's still going. There's nothing left. Stop, Mother Nature. Yep. Oh, hold on. Look. There's one little area that you could potentially live on. It's the size of Hawaii. Hold on, let me just, this is overkill, but will it even strike it? Yeah, there's nothing left to strike. The lightning is just chilling out being angry. Jupiter is typically pretty resilient to damage. I don't know if I could erase Jupiter. I was wrong. Oh, had to get that last lightning strike in, eh? Saturn, how you doing? Can you take it?
No, God, please, no!
Survey says no. Well, it started to come back, but then it stopped. Now it just looks like many pieces of sad avocado. And just because I think it's important, we're gonna put it up to 100. I don't think it's gonna matter because I imagine in one shot, the Earth will completely evaporate. Then we're gonna have to move toward things like, you know, the God Fist. I'm gonna go ahead and slow this down because I have a feeling that it's going to happen very quickly. Very first lightning strike. Once again, the oh, the game is breaking. Oh my God, I think I just blew up the sun as well. I can't see anything. It is just the color of death. And yeah, you can't spell Earth without pain. Say hello to Dollar Store One Punch Man. Now, normally his job is to give the Earth a thorough prostate exam. It looks something like this. Rookie numbers. That was a lot deeper than I thought it would be. That sounded really bad. Actually, now I'm kind of curious. Hold on. I just want to see if I can eventually have him punch straight through the Earth, or if he'll end up taking some other part that I'm not aiming him at. Yeah, that was not where I aimed you. Come on, the Earth is right there. How can you miss it? Oh. I'm sorry, Australia. I don't remember having clicked on you, but I think the issue was it's just trying to, yeah, here we go. I think it was just trying to get completely through the Earth, and Australia kind of, you know, got in the way. Now, if I turn the amplitude up to 100, it is possible that off-brand One Punch Man may be able to utilize the Earth as a sock puppet. Now, it's about as deep as you're gonna get. Damage range, 20. Why not? Yay! It's like someone shoved a firecracker inside of a grapefruit. Let's go ahead and turn that back down. How about damage intensity? Before it was just kind of distance, but I really want that penetrative look. I want it to go through the middle. Ah, it feels weaker. What happened? Damage intensity 1000? It's been a while since I punched like Ireland or something. And from the top rope, well, maybe that actually got it deeper. 1.5 billion people dead too. HP damage. You know what, screw it, whatever, 10,000. We might as well go for broke at this point. We're already, you know, evaporating most of the planet when I simply turn the damage range up to 100. What the hell? Killed 2.9 billion people. What, did half of them die from a heart attack? Wait a second. HP damage, all of it. Can I kill everyone on the planet while leaving most of the planet still intact? Now I'm kind of curious. Yeet. The answer is no. All right, well, before I move on to the next thing, I might as well give this the old one-tap lovin'. Here we go. He didn't even stick around to see his handiwork. He was just like, yeah, it's kind of what I figured. So I just found something very interesting about the space dragons. Now, normally they come into the Earth and they look for that like sweet middle. It's like trying to, you know, get at the center of the Tootsie Pop, and it gets to the center of the Tootsie Pop, and eventually the Earth just kind of like poops the dragon out the other side. If I move the amplitude up to 1,000, watch what happens. You would figure it would go even deeper into the Earth, but all it does is take a bite out of Florida, and it's like, I'm full. Actually, I don't know if the dragon is full or if it just didn't like the taste. Like, watch, it doesn't matter. Wherever you put it now, with the amplitude up, it just makes a U-turn. That just reminded me too. By supercharging Cthulhu, I think I can finally get the entire planet through the portal. Actually, hold on. You may say to yourself, Gray, what are you doing? Well, there's a bit of cloud cover here, so you can't really tell. Hold on, let me get rid of it. I'm just making the Earth a bit more appropriate considering what's about to happen. There we go. Would you want to live on the A of pain? Yeah, let me fill this up as much as we can. I'm actually gonna make the I sparsely populated. People are gonna love the N though. There you go. Welcome to Planet Pain. I like how everyone stayed away from the middle of the planet. They're like,
We know where Gray clicks. If we kind of stay over to the left or the right, we should be okay.
not if I can pull this entire planet into the Cthulhu portal. All right, a good clean 4 trillion people on Planet Pain. Now again, if you start right in the middle here just to kind of test things out, this is where I love it when the numbers just don't even make any sense in the game anymore. This is kind of what, whoa! Maybe I should have attacked the back of the planet. I love how people went all the way to the left and the right of the P and the N and it still didn't matter. They're like, damn it, really? Okay, so if I take Cthulhu and yeah, let's just increase the damage intensity by twice over. I just want to know, in fact, I'll attack the back of the planet. How about that? Everyone should be okay now. I just want to see how much it takes to eventually yoink the planet to a different sphere of consciousness. It still killed everyone! Stop it! I'm gonna go with amplitude 10. I don't even know if the balls can get damaged here, but I'm gonna move it up just in case. Damage intensity 20. I feel like if we do 100, we're not even gonna get it to see anything. All right. 20s across the board. Cthulhu reaching in for the big pull. And he gets half of the planet. Oh my God. Oh, actually, hold on. All right, real quick. If I have one Cthulhu over here, oh, I gotta get to the other side real fast. And the other Cthulhu exactly on the other side. Now I'm curious if when they pull the planet, they'll just rip it clear in half. Here we go. Now you'd figure that the planet there shouldn't be anything left because it looked like we got exactly half of the planet from before. I'm just like prolonging the inevitable here, but I do love the super slow motion. And here we go. It's about to disappear. Yoink. Yoink. Oh, the tiny little bit on the bottom. So who would you want to go with? You want to go with the left Cthulhu or the right Cthulhu? I actually don't know which dimension will be better. Okay. So, screw it, whatever. Damage intensity 100. I'm gonna put all the numbers max after this. I don't think it'll make any difference. Although maybe like the lightning, it'll just light up the screen and give me cataracts. Okay, everything at 100. Cthulhu coming in. I assume the entire planet will disappear after his first little grapple. See, he has to grapple first, then the damage radiates throughout the entire planet, and you are left with absolutely nothing as he leaves with all of humanity. I love that there's still kind of an outline, like a dust outline of where the planet used to be. Oh, it's gone now. It was there for a second. All right, and I mean, just because. Yeah, whatever. All that. Yeah. Now I'm kind of curious if Cthulhu can get through the shield of that one shielded planet. Like, obviously, this is just going to disintegrate everything, right? Oh, Space Whale Cthulhu. There it is. Yeah, so that just evaporates everyone. Now, Machine World does have their fancy shield. I just don't know if the shield can absorb this much damage. Well, I was totally wrong. The shield could absolutely absorb that much damage. That looked awful too. All that Cthulhu was doing was giving this planet a massage. Look at him, he's like,
Yeah, I charge $60 an hour. How does it feel? Can you feel all of your muscles relaxing?
the planet's like, well, not really. I feel slimy and violated. So the planet can stop Cthulhu. Will it stop the lightning? Because wow, I didn't even press the super slow motion in time. It was just one strike and the planet was gone. How come Cthulhu's like a chiropractor and the lightning is just a giant eraser? The one thing I haven't messed with yet is like the old space worm here. Now, he seems pretty evil, but realistically, he doesn't do that much damage. He kind of just chews on planet pain. Eventually, he'll decide that he's had enough and, well, eventually he'll come out. There he is. But what would happen if, say, we brought all these numbers up to 10? Space Worm's about to go to the gym. All right, everything's up to 10. Space Worm is ready. Let me get nice and deep in here. I do want to see the eventual touchdown. And I think we're gonna hit the end of pain. Whoa! Okay, going to 10 was real bad for the Earth. Real bad. The worm's like, I was cutting weight for so long. I'm so hungry. Actually, now I think I can probably get the Earth disintegrated from one single worm. Like when he's done, how much is gonna be left? I don't know, maybe like 1/3 of the Earth. So if we bring the intensity and the range up to 20. I'm gonna go for the P this time because, what the hell? Just being in the presence of the worm gave the planet skin cancer. Look, it's already dead. All right, well, I mean, does the worm still do a lot of damage? Like when it comes to, oh, that is legit half of the Earth. And that's 2 bites. The Earth went from a meal to a snack. So now, put him over here, Cthulhu over here. And now I'm kind of curious, who gets their side of the Earth first? Because the worm has to travel quite a distance, but it takes a while for Cthulhu to pull the half of the Earth into his dimension. The worm got it first. And this is all that's left. You're welcome. The Earth is now basically a permanent lemon wedge that chills out on a glass of sadness. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, I thought it was gonna touch my one part of the lemon wedge and erase the rest of planet pain. Oh, it's wrong. He's going for it. No, there's not gonna be anything left. Oh, well, there's totally something left. Solar Smash had a giant update, and before they did this, they actually asked me some things that I would like to see, and so I have to show you the horror that is now possible, besides being able to finally shove things up Uranus. Now, you can create a custom planet, and you can decide exactly where the landmass is. Crap, I just frickin' blew a hole in my custom planet by accident. Hold on. Anyway, where the land masses are, you can shove people in there. In fact, you can just shove a lot of people in there. You can shove as many people as you're prepared to hold down on the mouse for. Actually, hold on, we can be a little bit more artsy here. All right, just throw down some of this. There we go. Now at least we have, you know, something legitimate. Now we can shove all the people in there. Here we go. I feel like the F would be especially good property values. So I'm gonna throw everyone in there. Less people live in the U's. I just threw a meteorite on the middle of the U's. Now it looks like, I don't really want to describe what that looks like now. Oh, you can change the intensity of the brush. Hell yes. Oh yeah. Oh, this is much easier. Throw some cloud cover on there. It looks like, can I put like Saturn rings around it? Oh, hell yes. You can even make it like a D20. Anyway, once you do all this, you can save it, and then you get to find out exactly what your world is like. See, this 3 billion people live right on the F, or at least I think they do. I don't really know how many people live in these other, well, actually we can find out. Might as well use the new weapon here. I killed over 1 billion people. I also created FOC. I don't know what this stands for, but I'm sure it's something totally monetizationable. The only problem is that 3 billion people on a planet isn't enough. I may actually have to add land to an entire planet and shove as many people on there as humanly possible. Now, before I do that, hold on. Here, let me just get the F out of there. Okay, so this, brush all the way up, all the land on the entire planet. All of it. Water, we don't need water where we're going. Oh yeah, there we go. Come around this way. I love that this game is like art, except instead of creating beautiful pictures, you're creating massive amounts of casualties. I realize now when they asked me what I would like, I wanted the ability to kill more people, like to custom make the world so that I could do terrible things with it. I only now realize that my verbal description of what I want in this game makes me sound like a psycho. Oh, don't want to miss anything. Here we go. Okay, so now all the available space is taken up. All right, let me just save this because I have a tendency to blow planets up without wanting to. All right, put that all the way up. Now as many people as I can shove on here. It's actually quite hard to draw the word yeet. Imagine this was like a science project for school or something like that. Your parents would be like, what did you do at school today? And you'd be like, I killed 70 billion people. Although in today's day and age, the parents would be like, I'm so proud. This just looks like a gigantic orifice in the middle of the earth that keeps getting bigger and bigger. It's like the Earth's mouth. It just keeps screaming louder and louder because it knows what's coming. Oh, hold on. I missed a spot. Can't have that. There we go. There we are. No place on this planet will be safe. Actually, considering I've already put however many billion people, I should probably save. You know what? How many people are on here right now? 58 billion people. Oh my God. I'm not even close to done yet. We might get 100 billion. I'm not gonna lie, it has definitely taken some time filling up this entire planet with people to kill. But you know, like, Rome wasn't built in a day. This isn't really like Rome. It's more like hell. Hell probably wasn't built in a day either. The devil's probably still importing furniture from Wayfair or whatever. Right now, it just looks like I'm giving the earth a gigantic sunburn. Oh, I left a cheese doodle on there. All right, we're almost there. Got a couple more sanctuaries that I need to fill up. Is it just me or does this look like a frog? Oh, this planet is just looking hideous. All right, fill all that up. Get that last little spot over here. There we go. There we have it. Okay, so every single inch of this planet is now inhabited by the maximum amount of people, which gives us 103 billion people. Again, always make sure to save often because we're gonna be blowing this up a lot. I think my favorite part is, okay, so this is the dark side of the planet. It's actually brighter than the non-dark side of the planet because there's so many cities. What else can I do to this place? Does it matter how cold or hot it is? Is everyone still alive? Yeah, no one cares. Just one giant Canada. Or now it's one giant Florida. The cloud cover doesn't even matter because you barely get to see the clouds. I do always love like asteroid belts. We'll put that there. Vegetation. Our vegetation is painted with blood. There. It just looks like rivers of blood. I actually had to do it with vegetation because we don't have any water. At least I don't think we have any water. Hold on, let me turn it like hot pink just so, yeah, there's no water. It's just land. What is this? Is this like the color of my cities? Oh, this is just the overall tint of the planet. My planet looks incredibly festive. All right, so if I take my my lightning here and I just touch like the tip, how many people die? So I actually broke the game. I can't use anything. I put so much crap on this planet, I'm not even allowed to kill it. Hold on, there has to be a way. Oh God, it works now, but it saved this image of my planet, so it looks like my planet is a sun. You know what? Seems like something I would do. Everyone lives on the surface of the sun. Yeah! That actually looks kind of cooler than any planet I could have designed. Well, now I can finally lightning strike it. Oh, the lightning can't even exist. Oh, it can, it's just inside. Wow, I killed 103 billion people with one single storm. Okay, there we go. I got my planet back and it looks real now. Well, you know, save for the seas of blood. So with the new weapon, one single shot, how many people die? I'm gonna do it up here, actually. 11 billion people. You know, with this, hold on a second. There you go, I made a revolver. Strangely enough, the safest place to live is in the backside of the revolver of death. Can you blow up the sun out here? I'm just trying to see if my custom planet can suffer a toxic heat death. It absolutely can. I'm really hoping that the game saves how many people I've killed, because we're gonna be setting records here. Just real quick, I hadn't actually gotten to play with the freeze ray that much. I don't understand why it's killing people. Well, I understand why it's killing people in Florida, but I don't understand why just being cold kills everyone else. It's what? Oh, turn the earth into a snowball. Did I get something for this? Oh, yes! I remember flat earth, but I don't remember it giving us cube earth. Cube earth is amazing. Actually, now I'm kind of curious. Hold on, where is Florida at on cube earth? Oh, we're over here. I just need to, just real quick. Oh, we're gonna have to, hold on, I need to step this up. There we go. Oh man, I was hoping the earth would stay alive. Although now it kind of looks like 2 pieces of toast. Quite frankly, it's delicious. While I have cubed earth, there is something that obviously I have to do. This. I don't want it to go too deep now. Maybe a little deeper. Right, well, a little deeper. There we go. All right, now we go over here. Yeah. No, don't blow up yet. Just chill out in there. You guys are really disappointing me. I was gonna say, if I throw them into the side. All right, how about if I slow things down? There we go. Don't explode, don't explode, don't explode, don't explode. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not explode yet. Do not explode yet. I am nowhere near done. Damn it! I think the thing that amazes me the most is how much death I've caused so far, and there's only 1 billion people that died from all this insanity. Ah, it's pooping out my explosions. Stop it. Well, actually, this is, well, it was working out well. Now, not so much. Now I can't actually even see. Real quick, just because I need to know, does the cube planet have, like, better sunscreen or anything? No, it does not. I don't know if it dies like a circular planet, but it's not looking good so far. It's basically just a sugar cube getting slowly dissolved. Oh, that's interesting. It has an outline. Kind of like a cardboard box right now. It still exploded in a vague circle though. So I mean, you can give this a shield. Does it stop the ultimate cannon? Of course I put the shield in the middle of the ocean. Listen, I wanted to protect the whales, okay? Okay, the shield did nothing. Literally nothing. What am I paying you for? It protects against other things, right? Yeah. Okay, hold on, now I'm kind of curious. How many of these can you have? Is there any way to stop the cannon? I'm like Iron Man, I'm going to throw money at this problem until it works. Yeah, I'll put them on the backside too, how about that? Okay, like a giant cancerous growth at this point. They have stacked outward and... do it! It did absolutely nothing. Oh, I actually went almost through the exact same hole. Well, now I need to know something else. Hold on, I need to put an absolutely obscene number of these things around the planet. I'm assuming you can't stop the sun's explosion with these, but I'm willing to spend 7 billion lives in order to find out. Yeah, wouldn't want the polar ice caps to melt. Let's make sure to protect that real good. I want every square inch of this planet to have a shield over it. Oh, there's a corner over here, can't allow that. Here we go. This whole side. I told you I was prepared to use an absurd amount of these. More every square inch. Okay, I think, oh, hold on. The problem is the friggin' so many corners, like running out of actual screen space. I mean, this is a channel of extremes, so it kind of makes sense. There we go. Okay, gotta fill up that hole. Let's see, you got one over here, this whole edge. Okay, now that I've effectively made a deal with the devil, spent $70 gajillion, it looks like there's openings, but there's not, because the problem is when you look straight ahead, it's all closed up. This is the ugliest protective sphere anyone has ever made. Right now, some alien species is looking at this and face palming. Okay, so this part over here that's pretty far away, I just want to test. It will legitimately stop things, right? Oh yeah, okay, stops that, no big deal. giant fisty guy. It takes out quite a few of them, but it does stop him. I'm assuming the bullcrap beam just goes right through the planet still. Yep. And now the big question is, does this just act like, oh, hold on, there's another hole. Does this just act like a giant piece of tin foil? Does it just bake everyone inside basically? Keep finding more openings. Okay, now I'm satisfied. This, okay, sun's exploding, time is slowed down. Everyone's still okay. Everyone is not okay. So many people are less okay now. Oh, Florida's gonna be the last to die. Yes, I did it. I saved all my people one time. Oh, legit. It killed all of the, okay, I wasn't sure if it would destroy all of the protective things, but it does. And once again, the planet is sad. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I don't think that the planet knows how to experience happiness. I went back over to my custom planet. I ended up using the World Destroyer bomb by accident. So, now, damn it, there's a second one. So now all 103 billion people just got liquefied due to a misclick. What happens if I give it the D20? Oh, it's got a lovely bionic squid on the bottom over here. That's good. Will that stop the World Destroyer? Oh, I mean, it did so far. I don't know what's gonna happen once it, you know, peels in on itself. Yep, planet's totally fine. Can the shield stop Cthulhu? Cthulhu doesn't give a shit about no shield. Reach in there and grab it, Cthulhu. Never mind. Cthulhu just got backhanded back into the nether reaches of space. How about shadowy One Punch Man? Are you able to get through the shield, or are you just gonna break your hand? Ah, totally got through the shield. Finally, part of the planet is actually dark as well. I wanted to see if the little buzzsaw ray could get through this, but they just crash into the asteroids. So the asteroids actually do something. See, it starts trying to meld its way through the Earth, but then because they suck at driving, they run into the asteroids and die. So wait, if you take out one of the squids, does that stop the shield? Stops half the shield. Now my Earth is wearing a sad hat. How about if Cthulhu is spawned inside of the shield? Oh, he just, no matter what, he goes to the outside of the shield. Let me fondle the shield until nothing is left. I didn't know this, but you can actually hit these asteroids. Like, you can send them out into space. What happens if you drive a moon through the asteroids? It does provide a little bit of protection. Saying this sounds really bad out loud, but I want to know what happens when I open up a black hole in the middle of Uranus. There we go. Now Uranus, I don't know, it's all just gas, so. It just looks sad. It's like a large oh. Uranus is healing. Uranus cannot be defeated. And there you go. While Uranus has a permanent scar, it is still in one piece. So wait, if Cthulhu comes down and like literally takes a part of it with him, does it still get to regenerate? Although I don't really think he should be taking a solid. Okay, no, he doesn't. Yep, totally regenerates. Interestingly, the thing that does the most damage to Uranus is freezing it. Uranus is indeed allergic to the cold. I was curious. Okay, yeah, I was curious if opening up a black hole on my 103 billion population planet would get rid of some of the asteroids, and it absolutely does. My planet wasn't happy not being a cube like the other one, so I fixed it. Okay, so I know that this laser is basically the strongest weapon in the game. It's just instant death. So can this take out Cthulhu, finally? All right, summon him. I don't see anything. I can hit him from this side too, it went right through him. How about the worm? Okay. No. I'm trying to saw cubed Earth in half. There we go. I was gonna say, but everyone just keeps running into one another. There, and now I can finally put a bunch of black holes in the middle of 2 pieces of bread. And that's what that looks like. It's delicious. And, you know, violently murderous. And we're left with what looks like cube Earth screaming in pain. So, yeah, the power of solar hacks is now enabled on this monstrosity over here. And you need to understand just how stupid this gets. Now, as usual, we need a baseline just so that you understand where we're coming from. Sorry, main. There. Very simple. The issue I have with this is it's not really a particle accelerator and you can't edit it at all. Or can you? Now, one of the first things that you can do with this horror is change a option here we have called the cluster option. What would happen if you take it from 1 to say 5? Florida! All right, so you get 5 times as many asteroids. It's still not really like a particle accelerator though, so you can bring it up to 10. Go! Now we're starting to get ridiculous. Now, if you want to be able to draw whatever you want on the planet, using a line of constant death, you can always go to 100. God. Let me go ahead and slow that down so you can really get the opportunity to understand how stupid this is. This gets up to like 2 billion or whatever. We're gonna get there, but I guarantee it's going to just make the game implode. I wonder if this is enough to go completely through the planet. Yeah, look, there it comes. It's gonna give birth. And yay! It's like one of those awful viral videos on YouTube where they're popping zits or something like that. I'm kind of surprised because it only created the tiniest little hole. The planet is still alive, too, you understand. And one thing I've never done, but I really wanted to know about it is like where this caps out at. I assume you just can't put, okay, so that brings it to 0. How about 9999? Okay, so 9 billion, 9999, 99 billion. Come on, baby. 999 billion. Oh no, 1 trillion people just died. What the hell happened? It was like just the overpopulation killed a bunch of people. This is what happens if you put 1 trillion people on the planet. It gets so crowded that everyone just starts smothering each other. Where did this death come from? All right, hold on. Give me my trillion people back. All right, 999 billion, 999 million people. So if I just do like 1 quick click of the asteroids, there. Oh my God. Let's see. Actually, I wonder if I can just get them all to bounce. So if we bring the damage intensity to 0 and the damage range to 0 and the HP damage to 0, I might actually be able to give the Earth its own asteroid belt. All right, here we go. Oh God, that did not work the way I hope it would. I mean, that was for science, but what I ended up doing was just erasing the entirety of the United States. Well, and most of Canada, and all of Mexico, and Panama. All right, I ended up erasing a lot of places. I'm gonna bring the amplitude down to 0. All right, still very, very violent. It looks, oh, hold on. Just something I need to do real quick. Oh God, there's too many on screen. I can probably use this as a drawing tool. It's almost as good as the beam. And this is just at 100. Wait, what the hell? Everything's coming back. It like hits some sort of gravitational perfection. Hold on, if I start, yeah, I'm gonna get a bunch of them going this way. There. Now they should infinitely go back and forth as long as I've destroyed a perfect pocket through the planet. Yeah, here we go. Okay, sweet. So it is kind of possible to make, well, I call it a ring of Saturn. It's basically just a LASIK beam of Saturn. Hold on, look, it's just like the Earth because it gets really small and then it vomits out the, it's like the Earth is just drunk and vomiting. It's like, oh, this hangover. Oh God, if I reset it, all of them are still there. All right, hold on. I mean, I hate to do this to the Earth, but I need to let everything just kind of settle here. There, okay. Something I want to mess around with real quick too is the custom planet.
A few seconds later.
I didn't intend to do this, but I basically just made the entire planet Australia. It's not an exact shape. It actually kind of looks like a golden brown shrimp with no tail. God, I love shrimp. Just want to see what happens if I mess with the population count on a planet like this. Oh my God, you can actually get 9 trillion people on the planet. There has to be a point where it just goes back to 0. So here? 99 trillion! I'm going for the most deaths ever. Okay. So 99 trillion is where we max out at. Got it. Right there. All right, grab this. So what happens if I put all this up? I'm just gonna try ball damage real quick. God, that sounds awful. All right, ball damage. All right, that looks pretty similar. Damage intensity. I'm just gonna go with 99. Usually this does terrible things. Okay, nothing big there. Well, I say nothing big. 99 trillion people are dead. I like how the numbers basically get to the point where it almost means nothing. It's like 99 trillion, 999,743 billion. What? Damage range? How is this planet still alive? Okay, so the big winner here is the cluster amount. I mean, I did 100. Can the game actually even handle 200? I may have to slow the game down. I'm gonna do it just on the edge. Here. Oh God! Oh yes! Oh, it's perfect! No, it's everything I wanted. So 200, the game can actually handle. I've got to find out. There's a point where I'm sure it'll just give up, but. All right, so what happens to these ones? Will they like come back around to the middle or go around to the other side? Oh. Yeah, they perfectly went to the other side of the planet. So it just shaved the planet. Like a smallmouth bass, I've created a smallmouth Pac-Man. He's sad, atrophied Pac-Man. Pac-Man after the divorce. I just wanted to see what would happen. Oh God, I can't see anything. I just wanted to see what would happen real quick to a planet that can heal, like Saturn. Maybe this was a terrible idea. All right, let me back up here. God. Go, my little nerds of death. Oh, it does actually heal in time. They did vomit out the back though. So is this just going to be like, are they just going to be permanently, violently killing Saturn for all time? Or Saturn could just make the game break, that's fine too. Okay, I'm starting to create an asteroid belt around the Earth. I'm just gonna see if I can keep this going. I'm going for maximum stupidity here. As long as the game can handle it. Yeah, I can actually get a few that are just permanently surrounding the planet forever. Like in a perfect gravitational pull. I mean, someone died over here. Well, 48 million people. Okay, I've got one other idea. All right. Oh, wow. Jupiter just tanks it. Hold on. All right, super slow-mo. All the way at the edge. Okay, then switch over to Earth. Now the Earth is much smaller. Yeah. So it should go right past without immediately killing the Earth, obviously. There we go. All right. All right, now it's starting to get kind of painful. All right, well, only 1 million people there. So what happens if I bring this up to 300? I think I'm gonna slow down for this because it's probably gonna get pretty bad. Oh. God, I can't actually see anything. There we go. Wow. It doesn't even look like asteroids anymore. It just looks like a pencil. Maximum penetration. See, if I actually kind of pan the camera like this, looks like the Earth's totally fine, right? Like it doesn't even look like anything bad is happening. Here, watch. It'll go right. All right, well, a couple of them hit there. That didn't look so good. It's like that little pendulum device where those balls keep slapping back and forth. These will go back and forth, I think, forever. All right, I mean, you knew this was coming. Cluster 1000. And you know what? Let's get our 999 trillion people or whatever it is on the planet. Welcome to the channel, where if we can't add zeros, we'll just add more nines. All right, cluster 1000, population a lot. California hasn't gotten it in a while, so we'll start there. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I just wanna keep going. All right. That's as many as I can shove into the hole I created. I can't believe this game can still handle a cluster of 1,000. I don't know, I guess we'll go for 10,000. Oh boy. All right, let me back up here for this. Go. Oh no. Oh no! At first I thought the game just ridiculously crashed, but it kind of made them. I'm gonna try and do a slowdown. Because there's no other way we're gonna be able to see this. Sweet, delicious 1 FPS. What the hell happened? Where'd they go? Would I create like a space paradox? They were here just a second ago. The game is absolutely broken. Oh yeah, maybe 5,000. Super slow. Oh, tell me it works. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes. Oh God. I'm getting like 2 FPS, but it kind of works. There it is. Look at it. It's just packed. God, it looks like an angry payday bar coming for the Earth. And we have, the Earth is so sad right now because it's taking forever to die. It's like,
Just get it over with already.
touchdown. Oh God. I didn't think I held down this long. Or maybe it just, like, the distance of the 5,000 that it creates is only so wide, so it makes it long. I'm gonna cause like a singularity here or something. The Earth is going to turn into a collapsing star. Now, obviously, it's gonna immediately vomit out the back. Now it looks like vomit. Actually, hold on. Oh, I wonder if real quick. Come here. I just want to create a quick mouth. All right, yeah, like right. Oh, there. Right, ready? Diarrhea. So 100 is probably the most controllable. I'm just trying to draw something real quick. All right, start at the bottom. Oh God. All right, it's coming together. Just trust me on this. All right, there we go. All right, I need to do a little bit of laser surgery here. Luckily, we can modify this too. There we go. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm removing polyps. Little earth plastic surgery here. Bing. And there you go. Oh, hold on. Okay, so I set it to 999 trillion people that are alive. I'm pretty sure we can do 999 trillion people that are dead. And I have legitimately created the planet of love. However, now it's time to break its heart. God. Oh, God. Straight through the middle. And finally, the Earth turns into a barren wasteland. We ran out of numbers for the death toll, so now it's just 0. Solar Smash is a good game, just keeps getting better. Look at the beautiful cloud structure. However, with my good buddy Outwit, we have decided to make this game even better by removing all traces of restrictions, allowing us to do things like simulate what it would be like if a needle hit the Earth at 1 gajillion times light speed. See this happy sun over here? He's smiling because it's the only thing to keep him from crying. Welcome to Solar Hacks. Solar Hacks allows us to take every single thing in the game and change it in like 100 different ways. Allow me to show you. Behold the sad meteorite heading for Florida. 76 million people died from that. Rookie numbers. So my plan is I basically want to thread the needle. I want to take one single piece of rock and increase its amplitude and speed so much that it can literally Thanos the entire planet. But I need to make sure the damage comes from one side because I don't want it to just disappear the planet. I want it to literally get Thanos, like slowly disappear. This is possible. We're gonna make this happen. Now, obviously, typically, you could take your meteorite and you could modify it this way. The big issue though is that there's a limit. See that? There's your limit. The biggest issue I have with the meteorite is that it doesn't actually penetrate the planet like it should. It just kind of backhands the planet until it doesn't want to live anymore. And thus, we have a glorious feature here called amplitude. This is cool speak for penetrating the Earth more. Let us bring this to 10. I'm gonna keep using Florida, not because I hate Florida, it's where I keep all my stuff, but because it gives us a good baseline. All right, now this is everything still at its lowest point. See? Now we're starting to dig into the Earth. That's what I want. I'm actually kind of curious, if you send something directly through Florida, who pays the price on the other side of the planet? I feel like it's gonna be somewhat close to Australia. Australia and Florida should be neighbors. We're both so similar. We're both hot, we both drink a lot, and all of our nature has a tendency to try and kill us all the time. All right, so 10 amplitude is not enough. Obviously, we need more zeros. I'm gonna slow things down just so that we can kind of get a better opportunity to see the penetration. Yeah, let's get right down into Florida here. There we go. It starts to burn. Now it begins to dig into the planet. You can see the glowing after. What the hell was that? What the hell happened over here? I'm not actually 100% sure what happened. I feel like this occurred simply so that the Earth could have two eyes to look at me in order to say,
Gray, what the hell?
hold on, real quick. I just need to, I mean, we might as well finish this up. There we go. Oh, yes. I'm actually kind of surprised that drawing a face on the Earth only creates 221 million deaths. I feel like what we need to start doing is increasing the speed as well. Only because until you really start getting past light speed, I feel like things don't get as stupid as they should be. All right. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, wow. I'm really glad I just started with 10 because 500 million people just paid for that experiment. The other thing I want to see if I can do, put the damage range down, because I want the damage to be very centered in one tiny little area. Let's jack that speed up. I may have to do super slow-mo in order for us to even see what the hell happened. Florida, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Oh no. Whoa! Wow, I evaporated a perfect half of the planet. Literally just perfect. Ah, it's like a delectable bowl of oatmeal, only the oats are people's bodies. You can see what was left going out into space. See, maybe these little bits of human can colonize the stars. Okay, I think we may need to bring down the speed, but up the amplitude. Let's go ahead and bring this back down to 1. You know what? Amplitude 10,000. Yeedly deed. Here comes the Floridian heat. And 3, 2, 1, lift off. Okay. Oh yeah, decreasing the distance of the death was definitely a good idea. All right, I think it's time to move up to 100,000. Speed we'll put at 10 and go. Oh God. Oh, the hole is getting way bigger than I had previously anticipated. Oh, that's not too bad. It's only, you know, like a good third of the entire United States. Oh, there's not even 1 billion people that are gonna die from this. That's nothing. Okay, vaporizing the planet is oddly harder than I originally thought. So what I did was I turned everything down to 0 except for the speed. So if you do this, what? You get a meatball. I love it. There is no damage to the entire planet other than the fact that it's well done. One of those Marvel planet eaters is gonna come across this and they're gonna be like, ah, I like it medium rare. Okay, how many amplitudes can I put? I want all the, oh, there's a lot of numbers you can put here. Yeah, why not? Oh my God. I love how it took the number that I put in and it was like, yeah, it was something like this. All right, again, I'd like to be able to see it. So, you know what? Actually, let's just start with a speed of 1. Go, my son. Penetrate harder and deeper than you've ever done before. Yes, yes, it's going deeper. I don't actually know what it's hitting in there. Woo! Okay, so it looks like at this point, we're starting to get through like a good third of the planet. If I increase the speed, we should be able to get even further. Hold on. So amplitude's all the way up. Speed goes to 10. We're not quite at the Thanos area yet, but at the very least, I can thread the needle. Oh, Jesus. I turned the Earth into a Cyclops. I love how all the clouds are trying to get away too. They're like, no! Yeah, there's your global warming. Okay, we're easily more than halfway through the planet at this point. All right, probably 1 more speed. I'm gonna actually pause it so that I have time to, you know, like, get the camera in place. All right. Oh no! I think we may be well on our way to the Thanos though, because that had the instance of like slowly disintegrating everything. I like it. Now I'm kind of curious though, what happens if I do just 2 real quick? I kind of want to know. Like, did I even have enough time to do the second one? What do I do 1 more? I think it's hitting all the particles that are surrounding the Earth. Like I have to go from the backside to actually get it. Yeah, there we go. Wow. I managed to save the smallest lemon slice of Earth you could possibly have. Oh, let me just finish this. Damn it, I can't hit it because there's too many. There we go. Okay, the bullet may be going a little bit too fast here. Bring that down to 50. And you know what? Damage intensity, I'm gonna move that up to 100.
Population control test number 200, go.
Ooh, 50 might be a pretty good magic number here. Well, more of the Earth is starting to disappear than I had previously anticipated. Oh God, everyone may be dying. Well, if you're in the islands back here, I think you may survive. Sorry, Australia. Real quick, before we continue on pummeling the Earth in our efforts to find a way to Thanos it, I have to show you something real quick. Saturn is like literally the perfect test subject for this. So the full amplitude, 100 speed, super slow-mo, go. Look at it, it's like, melting. I love how the rings of Saturn slowly squish in around the planet as it disintegrates. But see, what I wanted Saturn to get really sad and small, but still be able to survive. So it goes. There's almost nothing left at this point. There's this tiny little potato chip of pain. And that's where it ends up at. Normally, Saturn is also able to regenerate all the damage that happens to it because it's a gas giant, but not here. I also like, too, that there's like rings of death inside of the planet after we hit it with our needle. It's like being able to tell how old a tree is, except here we're just able to tell how much pain Saturn is in. Now I'm kind of curious if I can get it any smaller. Hold on, so like, how about 110 speed? You don't want to go too much because then it just completely disappears. So 110, there it goes. And it's still there. 130? I'm probably gonna end up having to torture all the planets. I just like Saturn's rings the most. Okay, 130 is getting very close to where I want to be. I just want the tiniest bit of Saturn left. All right, 150. Hey, Saturn, do you like numbers? Saturn is like,
Not really.
too bad. Okay, so 150 is too much. All right, 140. Come on, just give me a there it is! Yes! Yes! God, it's like a waffle fry. Okay, now I'm actually kind of curious. I'm about to 142. Trying to cut down on my carbs, all right? I want a smaller waffle fry. Oh, it totally works. What is this? It's actually like 3 little chunks. It's like a little hamburger of sadness. 143. Go. Oh, they're getting smaller, but there's more. See, there's 4 little slices now. How big is the Earth in comparison to what we've done? You can actually see, if you go by if you use like the moon. So at this point, the Earth is substantially bigger than what was left of Saturn. What the hell? Oh, it cut like a giant chunk out of the Earth because of how it's shaped. Hold on, now I'm kind of curious. Don't mind me, I'm just throwing a bunch of Earth at what's left of Saturn because I want to see what happens. Oh, don't push, everyone. There's plenty of pain to go around. All right, last try here. 144. All right, 144. Slow, go. Yay. Okay, so at 144, you lose everything. So 143 is the magic number. Okay, so knowing this, now I need to see. Does the exact same thing happen to Earth? So 143, super slow-mo, go. Oh, yes! Yes! It finally penetrates all of the Earth. Look at the slow, sad burning up the Thanos thing, finally! And it leaves just a little bit left. Okay, so now we know the number to get the perfect Thanos event. 144, full amplitude, super slow-mo, go. Okay. So there it is, there's the beginning. So now you can see that it just punches straight through the Earth. Continue with the slow-mo, all the clouds disintegrating, all of the people. Huh, there's actually still 1 little chunk left. All right, hold on. 150. I like how the Earth actually has more tenacity than Saturn. I don't think I aimed for Florida last time. That's probably what the problem was. Go! Okay. Yes, so this is perfect. Look, you can actually see, like looking through a looking glass, there may still be a small part of the Earth left. There is. Look at this right over here. Even 150 can't take out the Earth in a full Thanos. 160. You gotta watch. You don't want to go too fast because then it just disappears and you don't get to enjoy the slow death. All right, Florida, go. That should do it. 160 should be absolutely perfect. Complete. There it is. The complete disappearance of the entire planet. So, yeah, you're not seeing this wrong. There's literally just a drill bit in the middle of Florida. Rejoice, Florida has effectively protected the entire planet. So we have now added all of the different alien weaponry to the stupid hack. Not that the hack is stupid, but that it makes stuff do stupid things. Like, you know, a giant core drill that just can't even penetrate the power of Orlando. I like how sometimes if it doesn't line up correctly, it just kind of ricochets off of the planet. Oh, I had no idea I could fill this up so much. Now I'm kind of curious if there's a limit to how far this will let me go. I would say that normally we would start with a baseline, but right now our baseline is just stupidity. We've managed to kill 100 million people though somehow. I don't actually think it's from damage. I think it's from this stuff taking so long to do anything that people are dying of old age. Just natural causes. Some alien's gonna have to go back to their boss, and their boss is gonna be like,
all right, how many humans did you kill?
and they're like, well, 103 million.
How long did it take you?
200 years. If I just keep like stacking these, will they stack or do they just kind of shove each other inside? Oh. That's interesting. They meld into one another. I just realized, hold on, I gotta do something real quick. Now you have seen people make little smiley faces on the Earth. You got the Pac-Man on the Earth. But what I'm about to do here is going to be a first. And there you go. I gave the Earth a head of hair. Now, obviously what happened here is we started the amplitude and the damage intensity for the drill at 1. That caused a great deal of nothing to happen. So I'm just gonna move the amplitude up to 10 just to see if that does anything before I start messing with the damage. All right, the new and improved drill is coming in. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint its parents like all of the other drills. It absolutely disappointed its parents. It's so disappointing that the clouds aren't even like dispersing, they're just going around it. They're like, I don't want to touch this failure of a drill. Okay, let us try damage intensity of 10. Go, my son. Again, still 181 million people dead. They died while judgmentally berating my drills. All right, we may have to start moving into the hundreds because obviously 1 to 10 does a whole lot of nothing. Or does it? Well, this is interesting. Oh, now all the little drills have managed to like fall inside of the planet, so they're just chilling out near the core. Okay, knowing that that happens, hold on. I just want to see if I can get all these drill bits to fall into the Earth. Go ahead and blast whatever Michigan over here. Ah, yes, there they go. Oh God, it just turned into a giant mess. Oh, I've made my own core. Okay, so that's everything at 10. I'm gonna go straight for 100. I imagine from the 1 to 10 in the damage range, getting this much done, this will probably erase most of the Earth. I don't know, we'll find out in a second. Here, we'll do it in super slow-mo because I have a feeling there's not gonna be much left after the very first drill chunk. And touchdown, yep. And now all the drills can go free. into the universe. So they had made this device here as like a potato peeler for the planet. Basically, it cuts into the planet and, you know, it can cut it in half. That's basically right there. That's pretty much what it does. So I brought everything down to 1, and now I want to see if it'll do a grand total of anything or if it'll just kind of like, you know, use laser surgery to shave off hemorrhoids from the planet. Oh, still does some damage, it just doesn't do very much. I assume this would get out of hand very quickly. If I move everything to 10. All right, we'll see if anything's left after the very first beam here. Oh, it's right on Australia. And go, my God! Okay, 10 may be a little bit too much. Hi, Saturn. I'm sorry, this is for science. And by science, I mean the understanding of agonizing death. It really gives you an idea of how big Saturn is. There's our little beamy thing over there. I couldn't even tell that it was encroaching on Saturn's rings. And yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, it's trying to heal. It's desperately Wolverineing itself. It's not really getting anywhere. I think it's running out of matter. I mean, Saturn gave a valiant effort to try and stay in one piece. I feel like the cancerous Pluto hasn't been tortured very much. And it's so small that, I was gonna say there shouldn't really be anything left by the time this thing is done. Let's turn into a commercial for High C. Yeah, try our new flavor, astrological death. I mean, I'm gonna do 100 just to do it. Shouldn't really be too much left by the time we're done. All right, everyone, if you're lucky, you'll get turned into 7.7 billion instances of human steam. And we have touchdown. That I kind of like, because a lot of times the planet just gets completely like evaporated, but this time it turned into a billion pieces. I actually can't zoom out far enough to see the spherical part of the pieces. It has legitimately blown itself across the entire galaxy. Kind of curious if this would happen to every planet, so I'm gonna go ahead and beam Uranus. All right, get ready. January is the month for uranial beaming. Wow. You don't even get shards or anything. Just turns into a fine powder. It's like a face cleanser. Uranus face cleansing. How about you, Machine World? Can you absorb the power of the steroid abusing? Oh, no, it cannot. Okay, not only did it get through the shield, disable the shield on Machine World, you think? I was gonna say, not only did it get through the shield, it got through the crust, and then it got through the shield generator. Now, one of the newer items that they put in the game was this lovely pew pew carrier. Basically what it does is it lines up and then it shoots and people are sad. See that damage right there though? Rookie damage. Go ahead and just move everything up to 10. All right, we should get some much bigger hits here. Lights, camera, and violence.
No!
Oh God. Again, I love how 10 is just so ridiculous compared to 1. On the plus side, there's still like 2.8 billion people left alive. Nope. I don't know how. Oh, nope, never mind. There they all go. Okay, I need to do something real quick. I need to do this. How many of these can I have? Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, all of them. I want Saturn's rings, but in death carriers. Oh, this is gonna be awful. The fact that the game can still handle this is kind of impressive. Oh, I hear, yeah, okay. So over here, yes. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, God. They're such tiny little beams too. They just do so much destruction because of what we've done with them. I think. Oh, they can hit each other. Yeah, watch out for that crossfire, guys. I love it. Like, whoever came up with this plan, they're gonna end up losing their position as alien vice president because they ended up causing more lives lost by their own fleet than they did the Earth. Just look at how many bullets there are when I speed things up. Hold on, two of the ships have like, look at it, they've co-joined together. Okay, I think, there we go. I think that's it. Yeah, a few more are just kind of like running into each other and exploding. Look at this over here. Wow, these two are really annoyed at one another. They won't let go, look. Well, this is kind of cool. See, you didn't think that you would have some sort of dogfight in the game. After all of that, there's still a little bit of Earth left. Okay, there's something I really need to try, but I've got to time it correctly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do like as many as I can click of the carriers on this side, and then we're gonna turn around 180 degrees, and I'm gonna throw moons in, and I want to see if they start blasting through the middle and then through the moons. Look at this. Look at this centipede of carriers. Hold on, I need to... All right, now it takes them a while to get lined up, so I'm gonna... Okay, there we go. Okay, so they're gonna do that. Move over here, grab the moon. Start throwing a whole bunch of these in. I gotta hurry because we've already got 3 billion people dead. Come on, moons, go. All right, they've almost blasted through the Earth. I may have to aim up the moon on this side over here. All right, here we go. All right, moon's coming through, and do the shots damage the moons? They do! I kind of wanted to see if I could have one of the moons hit these ships too. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on. This moon might do it. Come on, baby. It's like playing pool, see? Yeah! That's right, you mess with Earth, we'll throw a moon at you. We weren't using it anyway. Okay, now I really want to know about the drills. Oh, you can aim the drills up with the moon. You can't do it with the carriers, but you can absolutely do it with the drills. This moon needs to stop moving. Getting too far off centered. Stop it. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, yeah, this drill's gonna end up hitting it. Here we go. I guess the drill doesn't have much weight to it. Okay. I'm trying to have this giant mess work out for us here. I'm just gonna use a lot of moons. I'm gonna put these moons everywhere. I wanna make sure that we have a good impact with the drills. All right, drills are coming in. Moons are coming in. This is looking pretty good. Yeah, the moons basically just remove the entire center of the Earth. It's like coring out a Reese's peanut butter cup. The drills haven't even gotten into the Earth yet. There we go. Oh yeah, the aim was perfect. See that? By throwing moons at the drills, I saved the planet. See? The drills never ended up touching the Earth. Oh, that is really awesome. I love how despite being like shoved off course, this drill still wants to get something done. It's like,
I can still just barely touch the tip of the Earth.
There we go. The time has finally come to make the balls overpowered. I don't know if you remember the balls. Basically what you do, take your ball, throw it down, take something to blow the ball up, you get an explosion. Now normally what I would do is make a nice little pocket here. That is the most drunken pocket I think I've ever made. Then you throw a whole mess of balls inside. You slow things down, you give it the old yeetily deet, and you get this explosion. And as you can see, the Earth poops fire out of the oarfish that you've made. And once the glow finally closes down, you've got a slightly bigger opening inside. But now we're going to overpower the balls. Going straight for 100. We're going for the game break here. Throw all the balls inside. I want to fill the entire core of the planet up. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're not stopping at 100. We're going all the way. Okay. Oh, we got a long way to go. Don't push, everyone. I don't want these balls to blow up quite yet. There's enough room for you all. And perfect. Okay. Go here. Grab this. And fire. Here we go. Yeah! And the supernova. By the time this clears, there shouldn't even... What? Hold on a second. The Earth tanked it. How? All right. How about this? You know what? I'm just doing this for everything. All of it. All right, we're Hold on. Look at this. What? What? Maybe all of this is just too much. Hold on. How about now? Nope. Now? Nope. This is gonna work. I don't want the Earth to just completely disappear yet. Okay, so now I should be able to bring this up. And I think this also. Here. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, go. Luckily, I can shoot them with such force that they actually make their own hole. I also appreciate that there's still going to be 7.6 billion people left to enjoy this. Oh, I'm actually gonna be able to squeeze more balls in this than I was in the last one. Oh, I just realized too, all the balls are right next to Australia. Honestly, they'll probably be fine. It's a normal summer day. Now, fire. And that's what I wanted. When the FPS goes to hell, that means that it worked out perfectly. And did the Earth still survive? Huh. So I found out what I could do to change it. The problem is just the simple movement of the balls destroys the entire planet. Now they will slingshot back into the middle so that you can blow them up, but well, that's what you get. Okay, I think I can still make this work. If I do it kind of like this. Yeah, here we go. Where they don't technically hit the earth, they just kind of like skate around it. All right, now let everything kind of, oh, all the gravitational pull of the earth is dead. All right, finish him off. But if one explodes, they all explode, a giant chain of death. Well, after that, I feel like visiting Cthulhu for spring break probably isn't that bad of an idea. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of Solar Smash. Till next time, stay foxy. Ooh. Much love.